What's up? What's up? What's up? For anybody that pop up in the live stream, salute to you. Salute to anybody that watches this in the archive. I just got through watching the Dillian Whyte Oscar Rivas fight, and all I gotta say is, ain't no hating over here. This dude fought a great fight. What's going on, Brian David? This dude, Dillian Whyte, fought a magnificent fight, bro. I gotta give it up. Excellent game plan against Oscar Rivas, the more decorated guy, the guy who had the big amateur career, the undefeated guy, the guy with the big, beautiful knockouts, highlight reels that are all over YouTube. And Dillian Whyte moves forward, man. He's now 10-0 since losing to Anthony Joshua. Undefeated in the last, 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And now he secured, I believe, an interim title in the mandatory position for Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder, who's the champion in the United States, our champion, he don't have to fight Dillian Whyte just yet. I think he has at least 2 voluntary defenses he can make as long as the WBC approves those particular opponents. And then he has to face a mandatory. I think according to their rules, they got to fight a mandatory at least once a year. Unless under special circumstances for which they're going to have to file some type of appeal or file something to where they would approve. And then there's always where you can give a guy some step aside money as long as you'll get the winner of whatever fight they want to fight. But Deontay Wilder ain't giving nobody no money. He gonna line them up for one of them right hands and be done with that. Yeah, I saw the Errol Spence Sean Porter press conference, bro. But anyway, in the fight, man, all I gotta say is Team White did their homework for Oscar Rivas. I don't know if anybody was noticing, but he would not let Oscar Rivas get a jab going. Every time Oscar Rivas threw a jab, he kept throwing up his right hand to catch that jab every time. Every time he threw a jab, boom, boom, boom. If he didn't throw up the right hand, he threw both of them up to catch that first punch. It was always the first punch he was taken away from Oscar Rivas. He was trying to get that fighter to stop throwing it. So if he didn't throw up this hand, he'll throw them both up just to catch that jab. All he wanted to do was take the jab away from him to make him reluctant to throwing it. Because when you look at the tape and you watch Oscar Rivas fights, he liked to throw that big right hand behind the jab once he finds his range. And once he's comfortable and he's within his range, then you'll see the right hand come in a variety of ways. He'll time your jab and come with the right hand and then the left. Or he'll throw a couple of body shots and then come with that right hand. But it all starts with that jab. And Dillian Whyte would not let this guy establish a jab on him. That's the only punch he was worried about. And he was very effective in taking that punch away from Oscar Rivas. And in return, what did he do? He kept popping the shorter man with his jab. Boom! Every time. He kept the target moving. He wasn't on his toes, but he was moving constantly, moving around the ring, using the whole ring, hitting him with the jab. Boom! Moving, boom! Hit him with a jab. And he had no answer for the jab. And once Dillian Whyte found his range, he was like, okay, you felt my jab. So now I'm finna hit you with these 2 pitter pats and hit you with this body shot. Pop, pop, boom. Left to the body. I mean, he just showed him a variety of punches, man. And Rivas couldn't do nothing. So whenever you saw the right hand coming after that, you wouldn't see him throw the jab first. He was just trying to line up the target. And then you start seeing a wild-ass overhand. It was completely off trajectory. Completely telegraphed it. It's like, whoa, where that punch go? You know what I'm saying? He made the guy look really, really bad, man. Really bad. He almost washed him if it wasn't for the knockdown late in the fight. When he finally got Dillian Whyte against the ropes, start throwing a couple of combinations on him, and some got up in there, put him on his ass. But even when Dillian Whyte got up, and Rivas went in for the kill, he was not able to secure the knockout. He would survive the round, and in the next round, he would come out right back on game plan. Boom, hit him with a jab. And every time Rivas tried to throw his jab, boom. I mean, every time. He had it timed just like that. Timing. Boom, catch that jab. Boom, catch that jab. Because he didn't want him to get it set up. It was almost like when Floyd fought Zab Judah. Everything Zab does came off of his southpaw jab. So Floyd took his jab away from him. Dillian Whyte did it in a different way. Floyd countered Zab's jab with his own jab right over the top. Boom. The way he fought Pacquiao, he countered Pacquiao's jab with a straight right. Boom. Timing. And I'm quite impressed because these are big boys in there. And Dillian Whyte did Oscar Rivas the same way, even though it wasn't the style clash, even though it wasn't righty versus lefty. It was two conventional fighters, but still the same game plan. He was going to take away that jab because that was going to make his opponent reluctant to throw in that right hand, and it worked beautifully. So all he did was just box on the move, steady turning him. And once he established a good, solid jab to keep him at bay, he started showing him a variety of punches. Just kept mixing it up. You're not going to get a read on this jab. You're not going to get a read because as soon as you're ready for the jab, I'm going to throw two of them. Boom, boom. As soon as you get used to two, I'm going to throw a 1-2 on you. Boom, boom. As soon as you get used to the 1-2, I'm just going to camouflage this 1-2 with these body shots. Tap, tap, boom, boom, two to the body. He ain't one of my favorite fighters, man, but that was a beautiful display of boxing. I did not expect that from him. He did what he needed to do and took this guy straight to school. Oscar Rivas, I don't know, maybe he was thinking about getting in there, landing a big shot and getting out of there. I don't know what their game plan was. I couldn't see what was going on. Absolutely no adjustments were made on his part. And Dillian Whyte moves forward. So now he's the mandatory challenger for Deontay Wilder's title. And I look forward to seeing that fight. Actually, I would like to see that fight in England, man, because I'm tired of worried about if AJ gonna step up, if Wilder and AJ gonna do it. Damn it, man. Boxing moves on. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about the sport. Nobody can sit on titles. No one can just freeze themselves out and think that the heavyweight division is done now. You know what I'm saying? And right now, shit, Joshua not even relevant right now. He on Team Get Back. So right now we got a mandatory with Wilder has a mandatory with Dillian Whyte, and whenever his name get called, I expect a great fight. And they can do it in England. And I really think after this performance and him securing the mandatory position in the interim title, I think they can sell that over there. I really do. And, we'll see what happens on that. But until then, we can Wilder can try to secure a fight with Ruiz, after the rematch with Joshua, and pending the result of Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, because that ain't a guaranteed victory. As much as I like Wilder, Luis Ortiz is for real. That dude can box, even as an old man. That dude he can box, bro. He got boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? Really does. And if he fight a disciplined fight, it could be a very tough fight for our champion, man. What's good, Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens? T. Scott says Whyte still left the jab. I can't even let me see. Let me decrease the screen because I can't even see the fucking chat too good. See what that do. Okay. Whyte still left the jab. The reason he got caught. Whyte still left the jab. The reason, I don't know what that, I can't understand that, bro. T. Scott says, I wonder if Whyte needs to have a better diet and conditioning training. I thought Whyte would have smoked him. Maybe so. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's heavyweight boxing. Believe me, I've seen heavyweights hug on each other the whole goddamn time. I think, the dude just went 12 rounds. He wasn't totally gassed. He absolutely swept the guy on the cards like 9-10 rounds. Oh shit! If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But better conditioning is always a good thing for fighters. So if he can get in better shape, definitely. Hold on real quick. Yeah, they ain't never a bad thing to get better conditioning, man. But the guy just went 12 rounds easily. You know, he wasn't huffing and puffing. He didn't overexert himself. He didn't throw the shots. And you know, he didn't overexert himself. He did absolutely what was necessary round by round to take this guy to school on the cards, round by round. And I mean, to me, that's all you need. A guy don't need to go in there and absolutely blitz a guy. I mean, if that's not your MO, then you know, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That was actually Rivas's thing. You know, Rivas wants to get the highlight knockouts from, you know, past fights, you know, or you know, I don't know what their game plan was because he was loading up on one shot, and you'll never win your biggest fights looking for that one punch power, bro. You got to set that shit up. There's no way around it. You're gonna be fighting against the upper echelon in a division. You got to come prepared for everything that they bring to the table, and you know he wasn't prepared. He was prepared physically because he was in dog shape. You know, he looked like a bodybuilder, you know. I mean, he looked like he was ready. I mean, he went 12 rounds too. He wasn't huffing and puffing. He just got everything in his game plan shut down. You know what I'm saying? The God King Darrell, what's up, fam? He says he was saying White should have stayed using. Hell yeah. Okay, that's what you were saying. All right. My bad, fam. Absolutely. Because long as he kept giving him, putting that jab in his face, everything was working. My favorite combination is when he kept this, you know, he'll throw the jab and then go to the body real hard, the left to the body, or he'll tap him twice upstairs, boom, boom, real quick, just so he can keep them hands up. Because he already had his hands up, but all he wanted to do was make it to where he kept his hands up just so he can keep that left side of that right side of his body open, so he can tag that side of his body with the left hand. And you know, usually don't see heavyweights do shit like that. That's why I'm impressed with it, man. You know, you follow heavyweight boxing, they usually don't set shit up like that. You know what I'm saying? You usually see the lower weights doing that. Even taking away the guy's jab. Every jab he threw, he kept catching it with the right hand. Boom. Catching it with the glove. Boom. Catching it with both hands. Boom. Every fucking jab. Every jab he threw. Boom. I don't know if y'all were seeing that, but I'm like, man, this dude will not let Rivas establish a jab on him. That was the punch he was worried about. He was not worried about that right hand. He was worried about the setup punch. Took his range away, took the setup punch away, shut down his game plan. Game over, cash in. Yeah, I thought it was a beautiful display of boxing, honestly, man. What y'all think? What do y'all think Rivas could have did better? I mean, could White have done anything better? I mean, to me, that was a sweep. That was a wash. You know what I'm saying? Outside of getting put down. But I mean, they're heavyweights. I mean, anybody over 200 pounds, y'all know this. Anybody over 200 pounds can. Oh, okay. Hold up. I'm gonna have to shut this down because the Fox card is on and the heavyweights about to mix it up. I'm gonna do another stream probably after the next two undercard fights, or maybe after the Caleb Plant fight. Let me slide over there to Marlo's corner so I can see what's going on over there too, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, hit that like button on the way out, man. Drop a comment. Appreciate y'all for fucking with Ashley Knuckles. I'm a holler.